video is going to be about executing a practice. By this point, you've created a master plan for your full season, and you've broken down that master plan into manageable chunks. And what you've done now is you've taken those chunks and put them into their separate practices. So let's start with a basic practice. First, you should begin by bringing out all your supplies, your drinks, your pucks, your practice plan, and then go around the ice, close all the gates and doors, make sure everything is locked closed. Then, after the Zamboni is finished, the nets will be pushed off to the side, so you should bring them back to the crease and set them up there. Check the net and make sure that everything is in good order. It's up to you if you want to put the pegs in the posts. I don't usually. Then go back to the room, explain the drills to the kids, make sure they understand everything, and once they do, get them out on the ice to do a warm-up skate. Get them moving really fast. Get the legs moving, and get some pucks on their sticks so that they can stick handle a little bit before the practice. Then once the warm-up is done, go back and review the drill with them one more time, just to make sure there are no more questions. Go over any fine-tuning that you might want to point out to them in the drill, and make sure they understand exactly what they're doing. A little time here will save you a lot of time later. I like to find a spot on the ice where I can see the entire team so that I can watch what they're doing and correct any mistakes they might be making during the drill. These kids are working on a simple stick handling, skating, and shooting drill. It's very simple, but you can pick up on a lot of little things just by watching them. After they've done the drill a few times, sit down with them and fine-tune the drill. Point out any little mistakes that they might have made and let them know how they can improve on it. Maybe you want to make the drill a little faster. Maybe you want to make sure that they keep their heads up. These are all things you can mention to them. Then change the drills up. Make sure you're doing different drills. Keep them moving. Don't let kids sit around for too long, they'll get bored. A good key is to keep pucks on their sticks. It's good to set aside one-on-one time with kids so you can really work on some of the basics of the game. Encourage them when they do things right. Before you break for a drink, do a fast tempo skate to help with their conditioning. Make sure they drink a lot of fluids. Gatorade, water, everything like that. They have to drink fluids. Then when you're back out on the ice, check for things like chin straps or mouth guards. Safety is very important, and kids have a habit of forgetting things. What you should also do is make sure that you incorporate a lot of fun into your practices. You can do games like soccer or dodgeball to keep it lighthearted. You should have a coach who focuses mainly on the goalie. A lot of times the goalies are pushed aside while coaches work on things like the breakout or shooting or skating, and the goalies don't get enough attention. Having a coach focusing specifically on goaltending techniques is very helpful for your whole team. You can have meetings before and after your practices with your goaltending coach to make sure that you're both on the same page about what you're doing in the practice, so that you can work together. Here, coach works on the fine-tuning of staying square to the shooter. And the other players work on shots, which reinforces the drill that we were doing earlier. After you've done a few different drills, go through some of your fine points again to make sure that they remember everything. And it's always fun to finish with a game. So that was a basic practice. You worked on things like skating, shooting, stick handling. You worked with your goalie, staying square to the shooter. And a practice like that is something you can fall back on any point in the season. As we do more of these videos, I'll incorporate some more team play, as well as including some more individual skill practice. As you watch your team progress, you'll be able to pinpoint where you need to focus your practices. And so that's it, and I hope that was helpful, and come back for more, and we'll see you soon.